Day in the life of Dennis Terrell. One of the most important things in life is you must have savings because you can never know what can happen. Perfect examples with this pandemic going on, nobody is really working, or some people is getting back to work but they cutting hours. Well, they raised my rent. Now imagine if I didn't have money saved up to pay it. So you still want to have money saved. I'm still going to look around and see if I can find a better place to live or see a cheaper place to live. But at the end of the day, you still got to have money to do all that. A couple of days ago, my muffler broke. So I had to get that fixed. But I had money saved. So you want to make sure you have money. You want to make sure you have everything taken care of so you can do what you need to do. Some people getting unemployment. Some people just running, spinning. But have tunnel vision. Make sure you have enough money to pay your rent. Make sure you have enough money to pay your bills. Make sure you have enough money put aside where you can do what you need to do. That's what's important. You want to make sure you always have money set aside where you can take care of yourself. Because now, even with everything going on, they evicting people. So imagine if my rent wasn't paid. I'd be evicted, be homeless. So you always want to have money set aside. Even if you working, you want to save money. Because remember, these jobs not promised. A lot of people losing their businesses. A lot of people was out of work. And a lot of people lost money because of this virus situation. So you want to be prepared. You want to learn new skills. Make sure you have savings. Let's say you decide to learn a new skill and you go to college. At least you have money set aside so while you in college, you can still pay what you need to pay. So that's important. Don't squander your money. Make sure you have enough money saved to do what you need to do. Because this is just the beginning. We're not even halfway in yet. So we got to be mindful of that. We got to make sure we have money saved to do what we need to do. That's what's important. And a lot of people is not taught to save money. Sometimes people's parents don't teach you to save money. So you always want to keep money set aside. You don't have to spend everything. You want to save money. Do whatever you can. People that's getting unemployment, make sure you saving money, doing what you need to do, so you'll be fine. That's the most important thing. Don't let it just go through your hands so you won't have nothing. You don't know what can happen. Anything can happen. So you want to be prepared. You want to be well, making sure that you can pay all your bills. That's just how it is. There's people out there, man, they buying all kind of clothes, buying all kind of cars, going out there splurging, going out there living, partying like a rock star. Next thing you know, they broke. Please don't let that be you. You want to have some money saved. You want to get to the point where, like I always say, you don't want to live check to check. You live check to check, that's no money. You get in a situation where you can't take care of yourself. You don't have a bank account, or you don't have all the things you need to take care of yourself. That's just ridiculous. Especially when you're in your 40s and your 50s. You're not getting any younger. So you need to do everything you can to save. Saving money is a lifestyle. That's what it is. Once you start saving money, you got in your mindset, oh, I got to save money. I got to do everything I can. Then it's embedded in your brain. You do everything you need to do. that means you can't get the latest and greatest, hey, it is what it is. But at least your bills is paid. At least you got a roof over your head. At least you can survive. At least you can do what you need to do. If a car breaks down, you know how bad it is your car break down and you don't have no money to get it fixed? Guess what? That was me. A couple of years ago, my van broke down. I didn't have no money. I didn't know what to do. I'm just telling you what's real. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you how it is. We driving, our van break down. We had to get an Uber home. We had to get it towed to the shop. They had our van over a month. Then we had to come up with the money so we could pay for it. Then after we paid for it, we had to go to work to pay our rent. Now, how ridiculous is that? That's why you should always have money set aside. I never forget that as long as I live. I didn't have no money, nothing. So now you don't want to be in that situation again. You always want to have money so you can do what you need to do. When you're grown, you should make sure you should never walk out the house. You should at least low end have $50. You don't have $50, something wrong. And that's super low end. If you're a woman, you should at least walk out with $100 in your pocket. And that's just in case something happened low end. Now, we ain't talking about life. You talking about life, you should have thousands put aside so you can do what you need to do. Because you got to understand, life always hits you where it least expected. That's like me. My lease is up in September. Then they talking about raising my rent. And I mean $50. But that's a lot of money right now for what's going on. So I'm always being aware of what's happening. So I got to make sure I have money. I got to make sure I have money where if I want to move somewhere else, I can. And that's what I'm doing now. If I find a better place to live or a cheaper place to live, I'm out of here. Because I got to keep making sure my money is taken care of so we can survive. Because we're in a situation now where we don't know how bad it's going to be. So we got to do everything we can to protect what we have so we can make it through this. Because this is just the beginning. We're not even halfway in the middle point. So my best advice to you is do whatever you can to put money aside for your life. Because life situations happen. So you want to have money set aside to take care of it when it's a life situation. Day in the life of Dennis Terrell. Make sure you're well protected in your life.